So, are we ready? How do you find how do you then find right work? I have lots of ideas. I could go on for hours, but I'm going to give you a few ideas. First, imagine you took a piece of paper, and on the left you wrote abilities, and on the right you wrote deep interest. I want you to think about tonight. What are you able to do if, listen carefully, if you were motivated to do them? What are the things that you're best at that you're also motivated to do? It's very different from just listing, well, I'm good at this, I'm good at this, I'm good at this, but I no longer care about this. Like in my office, I have this thing dangling from the ceiling like a fire alarm thing, and I know how to fix it. I should go get a ladder, I should bring the ladder in, I should climb up, it takes an hour. I'm not really good with my hands, but I know how to fix it. I have the ability to fix it. I don't want to fix it, so I'm going to hire somebody to fix it, you see. So tonight I want you to think about, what are your top 3 to 5 abilities? Things that you're really good at, but you're also motivated to do right now. Make sense? Yes? My college students, I say, this means yes, and this means no. Okay, thank you. On the right side, deep interest. If I sent all of you to Barnes & Noble for an hour, where would you go? What part of the bookstore would you go to? You know, we go to different parts of the bookstore during different parts of our life. So what are your deep interests? I mean, things that you do that you're interested in that just make time go fast. You know, you just want to pinch yourself. You go, wow, if I could just do this all the time. So you make this list, right? Your interest and your abilities, and then you circle the ones that match. You circle the pairs that match. That's your right work tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The intersection for you of your abilities and interests. You see, after 40, it's better to be interested in something and have no idea how to do it. Because you're interested, you'll figure out a way. You'll be motivated to learn it, right? Then to be really good at something and no longer interested. You know, I'm almost 54. I want to learn how to play the piano. I don't know how, but I'm motivated to learn. Better than if I played a piano all my life and I could care less now about playing the piano. So abilities and interest, very important. Now let's go back to right work or wrong work for a second. Don't take work that is not challenging to you and you feel like you have a lot of skills. Don't take work that's not challenging. You know, I'm a college professor and I've taught in many places. I teach online, and I've been at some universities online that are just terrible. I won't mention the names. This one college I'm thinking of, it starts with a U and ends with a P. But and you know, with all due respect, this wasn't interesting to me. It wasn't challenging. I felt like I was a good teacher. So make sure you don't take work that, you know, you feel like you have a lot of skills, but it's not challenging, because you'll get burnt out, is my point, right? You'll get burnt out. Actually, you'll get bored and have plenty of apathy. The opposite is true. Make sure that you don't take work that you don't have a lot of skills in. The work is challenging and you don't have the skills. And you don't see a path to acquire those skills. Sometimes we take work that other people say, wow, Craig, this would be a really good job for you. It's challenging. And you think, wow, there's no way I can't do this. Like if I was invited by John tonight to speak about economics, I would be like, wow, how many jokes could I tell before the audience realized I don't know anything about economics? Now, if I gave this talk in economics 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, I bet I would give an okay talk. But every single talk, I would be so stressful, right? Because I'm talking about something I don't care about. So you have to make sure in your own work, starting right now, you move out of work that is, it's challenging, but you don't have the path to learn the skills. Now, this third category I always like to talk about. It's really important. You have to think about this. You don't want to do work that's not challenging and you don't know how to do it anyway. Think about that. You know, my sink at home in the kitchen had a leak last month, and I asked my neighbor, who's a plumber, to come over and fix it. He comes in, brings his tools, he's underneath the sink. This is his passion. He's telling me everything about the history of plumbing and the glue and the pipes. I could barely stay awake. But see, this was it was his passion than my passion. However, I was not interested at all in plumbing. And by the way, if I had to fix it, I would take down the whole neighborhood. Right? So you don't want to work that's not challenging and you don't know how to do it. So tonight I want you to think about, What work could you do starting right now that's challenging, but you also know how to do it? There's a path, right? Like I'm a public speaker. You know, every time I speak, it's a challenge because it's a different audience, it's a different setting. I talk about lots of different things. But, you know, I've been doing it a lot, and I enjoy it, so it seems to work for me. Same for you. What work can you do that is a nice alignment, right? So you want to match high challenges and high skills.